How do you think I feel all the time? All the time. It only focuses me though. And I'm now like getting self-sufficient and crushing. And people just like, oh my God, Owen, oh my God, you're so full of hate. Oh my God. It's like, you haven't seen hate yet. This is kindness. This is love. This is me trying to do good. This is the dream. Nigger, you haven't seen the nightmare yet. It's not just me. They're putting 10-year-olds to dance for grown-ups at bars right in Ohio. You don't think people are going like this? And people are like, oh my God, Owen, you're so angry. You haven't seen anger. These people will start burning the down. I mean, I don't know how people don't see it. Okay, let me finish this. This is a great story. Now there's talk about a bill to outlaw children performing in liquor establishments due to response from my post calling out the atrocity for what it was. Sick adults abusing children physiologically for their disgusting fetish, drooling and clapping. Oh, it does way more than that, by the way. The perverts get off on that, but the whole town gets Stockholm Syndrome because they didn't stop it. That's the whole point. It's to create slaves. So it's not about the perverts drooling over the 10-year-old. It's all the people that just get up, drink their Starbucks, and go to work knowing they didn't do anything, and it's just happening, and they can't control it. And it has the opposite effect than most people think. Temporarily, it creates slaves. Stockholm Syndrome. People feel a sense of fear and impotence and despair. Just like with the different stages of grief, that stage doesn't last. Eventually, when it hits close to home, when someone's kid gets raped or someone's wife gets murdered by an illegal and that person is just like, and then the killings start. And then it's just like when a suicide happens, a bunch more people commit suicide. Once that levee breaks, once that dude with military training and not a lot to lose, and then the one person he loves gets raped or murdered, you're not taking away the guns. I mean, I have 5. Imagine some of these dudes. Okay, that dude kills, and then it's just, oh, we can do that? And then it's just genocide. And we all see it. It's like they're having 10-year-olds. The mayor had a 10-year-old dancing on a bar for money. Okay? He was tied to a sex trafficking ring. These mayors are all over the country, the senators, the congresspeople. Obama was part of this. It's amazing to know that a community can still be affected by a voice. All it takes is one. All it takes is, okay, look at what I've done with my little corner of the internet that keeps getting demonetized and shut down, right? Just like the dude that blows their brains out and then a bunch more people do that, my goal is to create a positive avenue. Honestly, like I'm being honest, I'm not shying away from anything, but like, what can you do? Be a good dad, have children, get to know your neighbors, grow your own food, get control of your life proactively before the next thing happens. Because if that doesn't happen, the other option is literally mass murder. And I'm so aware of it that even demonetized, I still do 2-hour streams every night. And this woman is a hero, by the way. Knowing that nowhere is safe from the subversion, that this was red rural America and not a leftist Mecca like LA or New York, our voice is saying no is more important than ever. We let our no mean no. Exactly. And not the typical nasal voice Shapiro with a point and a stutter. Oh, really? Really? This is what happens now? That is an acceptance of it. Sarcasm is an acceptance. What Shapiro does is kneeling. Oh, really? So I guess we just have children dancing on bars now? Really? So that's what we're doing now? Really? No, you say no, we aren't doing that. Go right to the owner of the bar and say, do not. Our voice is saying more is more important than ever. We let her know we know. or act like Shapiro, or act like a bunch of centrists getting sodomized by their fence post sitting. Lukewarm, dude. Lukewarm's a sin. This could possibly change public laws. Redskin Honky Bear, Carlos, Spicy Wiener. Dude, that's one of the things that frustrates me more than anything. It's just the absolute ease of fighting this stuff. Yeah, they'll take money. Yeah, they'll give you social shame. Who gives a... Just go, no, we're not going to do this. That's a kid. You go, oh my God, seriously, oh my God. Like, it's not that hard. Once you see it, it's like, oh, they're going to punish you all right. They're going to punish you by not letting you hang out with a bunch of psychopaths, by not buying you with fake paper, and taking your voice, submitting your morals. Oh yeah, they'll condemn you all right by kicking you off a cortisol machine, a Skinner box, invented by psychopaths to keep you staring at a screen. That's their punishment? No, say no. That's it. Dude, Tolstoy would talk about the same, the moral degradation of Russia and how a certain group of people wouldn't assimilate. And then everyone's like, and the pogroms. It's like, yeah, people were talking about it and you call them all monsters. It's like, that dude was like, oh yeah, things might go really bad for these people. And everyone's like, yeah, don't listen to him. And then, 50 years later, the second worst thing is that you strike the Jew, because then they have another 1,000 years where they get to bitch and just use that to get into another country and just start making people watch the dirty movies. I was listening to this Jew debate the Talmud on the Jesse Lee Peterson show. So funny. Jesse Lee Peterson didn't know the Talmud existed. And by the end, you could see in his eyes where he was like, what did you say about Jesus? And the Jew was like, but we don't believe what he admitted all about the Talmud, about Jesus is burning in excrement and all this stuff. And Mary was a whore, and Jesus learned black magic in Egypt, and he was sexually promiscuous. It's all in the Talmud. It's all right there. And they were like, so do you guys lie about it? And he's like, well, we have to avoid persecution. And they're like, so you blaspheme Jesus Christ and say that his mother was a whore, and then you lie to everybody, and your excuse is that people get mad at you. And he's like, we have no other choice. Everybody, that's why, like, what's coming is so dark. People literally don't know what's in the Talmud. And once they find out, you should have seen Jesse Lee Peters. He's like, the Talmud? He's like, amazing. What is the Talmud? And by the end, he was like, wait, what? Most people think the Jews just worship the Old Testament, that they're just like these Old Testament guys and they're still waiting and Jesus was a Jew. Yeah, you're banned. That's such a dumb, that's an argument that would have worked in, I don't know, 1985. People think the Jews are just, they're like waiting and hoping and praying for like the real Messiah. And like, they haven't really done much since the big mix up with Jesus. No. Just a millennia of just in the Talmud, and just knowing that no one reads their nonsense language backward, and also knowing that people are trusting. Like, most people can't imagine that is written in that book. And a lot of Jews I know that are cool, they don't even know what's in the book. And they've tricked all these Christian Zionists into supporting them because they're like, oh no, we're just people of the Torah. It's like, it's a Talmudic religion. The whole thing's based on the Talmud. Do you guys stop at the Torah? Like when you guys accidentally kill Jesus or whatever with the big mix-up? But I think that anyone who's like, the Jew is God, and if you attack the Jew, you attack God. It's like, okay, that's why they've been kicked. They've been kicked out of 109 countries over 1,000 times, because no one can believe it until where people are like, no way. Why would anyone lie about that? Like, why? And then once you realize it, you're like, what the is wrong with these people? And then the Jews at that point are so defensive that they're just poisoning wells and, just running around, just sodomizing each other like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. It's and we're watching it happen in real time.